Hi, dear colleagues. My name is Olesya Kolosovskaya, and I am with Napoleon IT. My goal today is to talk to you about a very interesting case with image recognition in the retail. Napoleon IT is more than 9 years old, and we are experts in computer vision. There's more than 200 people working in our company, and we spend a lot of time and resources on education. We have Napoleon IT school where we train our students for free, and we work together with top universities of Russia to open the magister program for data analysis and AI. We think that those investments in the future of our company and our people is crucial to survive. So let's talk image recognition in retail. We recognize 3 million plus pictures every day from 5,000 shops all over Russia. Why would you need that much data every day from retail, you would ask? I'd say that this is a business case. It is a dynamic pricing project that gathers 3 million recordings, 3 million records a day. 15,000 people all over Russia every day gather the data about the pricing and assortment in the competitor team. Why would you need it, you'd ask? Well, the answer is very simple. If you know the price everywhere, for your competitors, then it's very simple for you to make the decision about pricing, and those decisions are very effective. And shops like Amazon monitor those prices in other with their competitors and set the prices to be competitive. So this is a very profitable strategy, and we move this from online to offline. How do you make it? You would ask. Well, here is the answer. The monitor, the person who executes the inspection, comes to the competitor shop, makes photos of the goods, the shelves, and they're recognized in huge amounts. And prices and the assortment of the competitors, what they sell, how they sell, get into a database. Previously, this was a very complicated process. You had to go into the competitor's retail shop, write the costs down or put it down on a mobile device into an app, but it took a lot of time. 100 goods could take you 3 hours to fill in, and thus we had a task of recognizing all the photos from the competitor networks, competitor brands, should be recognized automatically. The monitor will make 100 or number of dozen or even hundreds of photos, and they will all be sent to the database, analyzed automatically and reported. We get the name of the product, the price of the product, and this information goes into a single database. What do you do when you get 3, 4, 5 million records about the goods all over Russia? Who analyzes them? It is hard to make it happen manually, and thus to make decisions about the price for this or that SKU, there is a price engine that we've built. It's not enough to just understand the price that the competitors have. It is important to make decisions about the price you should set for SKUs in your shop. So here we have our analytical engine, which I know has a lot of processes. Many brands and retailers have those processes to gather data using mobile apps, using Excel tables, but all the data is very much delayed, and the decision-making process is delayed, because you can gather data and analyze the data for months, then it will be useless, because the decisions should be made day by day, and price can be changed in 1 or 2 days, and the average amount of days that the price is held constant is roughly 2 weeks. So making decisions about the price for today makes sense based on the data that are up to date, that are gathered today. It's useless to just take the data that you gathered 2 weeks ago or a month ago. And I would like to say huge thank you to our business customers, because they actually ask us to do hard things. When we just started, we received a goal of recognizing millions of images with the neural nets and the computer vision pipelines. We thought this is an absolute miracle, but now I can assure you that 90% of the images we gather are recognized automatically. And I mean both the faces of SKUs and the prices, and even for the cigarettes. So the customers that ask you to do hard things are a huge success factor that we are very grateful to. For the customers that run tenders, the quality of recognition should be 99%, and this is a very popular requirement, and we are actually grateful to them for moving this area of knowledge further. They have the high quality, the task to make it a high quality work, and this is our job to do it. I'd like to talk about the metrics. What are the important success metrics for the image recognition in retail? First of all, this is data processing. When you have 15,000 people in the field sending you data for recognition, even 1 or 2 minutes delay in the report would cost you thousands of messages to your support. So the processing speed is done through a cloud infrastructure that scales depending on the load, and by a special queue pipeline that relays the load between the server infrastructure. The quality of data is very important. If your neural nets or your pipelines of neural nets work with a level of quality that is not sufficient, then you will quite often be unable to use the data to make decisions. We use a lot of mechanics besides image recognition to ensure data quality and data accuracy, and they are used day to day to make decisions about pricing. Those are mechanical post-processing, special data cards, special algorithms that calculate whether this price can be put for this SKU, and we remove the invalid data or the data that we think is mistaken. I know that previously some online shops had cases of putting iPhones that cost 1 ruble or fridges that cost 1 ruble and had to actually send it to the customer. And we are free of such errors because besides the computer vision, we used a lot of post-processing algorithms to ensure this price is real. Of course, you cannot process that amount of data manually. There will always be model error in computer vision. Let me give you an example. I had a case with the goods looking very much alike, but a little but different in terms of what is inside, like Snickers, the ice cream, or Snickers, the chocolate bar. If you just run it through a recognition engine, it will just say it's the same good. So we learned to understand which SKU this is depending on where it is, what is around. So with Snickers, if it lies in the fridge together with ice cream, then it's an ice cream. And the next thing is the training speed. Previously, we had up to 5,000 pictures and up to 3 days of retraining for our pipeline. Today, to add this new SKU, we just need 2 or 3 photos, and the same day it is added to our model. So we don't need to retrain the pipeline. And this is one of our huge advantages, because we can add thousands of SKUs in a day, and this will not reduce the quality of recognition. And the image quality. If you get garbage in, then you will have garbage out. We recommend our customers to have good devices, no older than 1 or 2 years old, and we recommend to look at our training film for the people who do the monitoring, because the quality of the images is super important, and the quality defines what you will get in the recognized reports. So now I'd like to focus on the most important cases and discoveries we had during all those years. So imagine you have 3 price tags, and you need, out of 100 ways to spell it and to put it there, you need to identify it with 1 ERP entry, with 1 SKU. Different shops would have it differently. Some will be spelled in Latin, some in Russian, some with some information about the package or based on their own categories. The pricing can be different, and of course the place where the price is can be different. So we understood that if we just do the OCR there, we will need some other neural net that will have to recognize and fix the errors with some idea. So this was a very hard case for us, and everyone is trying to build a system for identification of SKUs with different pronunciation, and no one succeeds. So we have decided that as we have millions of labeled data, we might be able to classify the price tags and avoid reading them and recognizing them symbol by symbol. And it worked. So we just cut the price tags and pushed it to the neural net. So the classification was very simple. We just said, here's Coca-Cola, and please learn to classify it. So the neural net was able to actually train. So just based on the price tag, the neural net was able to understand what is there. So we needed no post-processing. Moreover, in Russia, you cannot sell cigarettes directly. You just have an A4 list with the price list. But the price list for the cigarettes can be by the tens of thousands of retailers can write it with Cyrillics, Latin, dots, columns. We had the same for the cigarette pricing. And what we had, we decided, we just cut the line, because we don't have any desire to create any vocabularies, and we just cut the line from the cigarette price list, and it's recognized by the network with the 80% plus quality. We don't have to read symbol by symbol the cigarette price. Similar package case. This is definitely a very hard thing for computer vision. If I could ask the producer, the vendors, not to create the same package for their products, but with a different volume, like 0.5, 0.7, 1 liter, having absolutely the same packaging. So when you put the photo there, usually the network just replies with the same answer. And how do we solve this? We run the post-processing algorithm for the goods that are packaged the same, that just predicts the volume, just predicts the type of package. We have a lot of data from the past about the past, the present, and this neural net predicts the volume and the price, because you cannot understand which package it is based on the photo. So there's just post-processing. So the case that I talked about with the training for the new SKUs, we had 5,000. We were previously requiring 5,000 images, and now we have just 5. So just 5 photos, and we don't need 3 days to retrain the model. It ends up in the model. Even 100 of SKUs can be added, and they will just work fine. Our plans for the future are, if you can recognize the goods and the price tags. What are your plans for the coming future, you would ask? Yes, our plans are to switch from photos to video. Why video? Because on the video you can get more information, and both the devices are getting better, and probably, hopefully, we will have 5G networks that provide for faster data transfer, and the video stream, in terms of the recognition, will be much better than just photos. So we have signed the contract, and in a couple of months we plan to deploy the robot that will just move between the shelves gathering data. And the same robot if it has the rubber hand, will be able to put the goods on the shelves and move them or fix stuff if need be. So among other plans, you understand this can be applied to very different devices, and we already have the weighing machines that recognize the fruits and vegetables that you put there. This is super convenient for the customers because you don't need to remember the number, the digits that are there, and if it's just oranges, it just says, yeah, it's oranges, and apples. The same type of the process works for the self-service counters. That when you just put it on the black belt, put the goods on the black belt, this is very convenient because everything, without showing it to the laser reader, they will just be put into your basket. And also, we can launch a mobile app that, by using the camera, will be showing you whether you have a discount, whether the retailer provides some special price, maybe some promotion, what is inside this, what are the ingredients, whether the customers recommend it. So this process is super interesting, and it has a lot to do with the SKU recognition. Our team is a young and cool team of people working on the edge of the latest technologies. We make the future possible today, and the most important thing in our team is the atmosphere and the spirit of startup, of small teams, that helps us move much faster than the big corporations, no bureaucratic delays. All the people in the team are young and active. Our average age is 23 years, and their practical experience is huge because we train them from school, starting from school or from the university. Thank you indeed, guys, and once again, I'm Olesya Kolosovskaya, the AI lead for Napoleon IT.
Спасибо.
Thank you indeed. Thanks, Olesya. And this is a very interesting presentation and discussion. So you said the self-service counters work with your technology. Maybe there was an idea to create a fully automated shop, right? Because we know there are precedents, and maybe to use your technology to understand what the customer has taken or to avoid theft. No, well, let me put it this way. We work together with the top retailers of Russia, and of course, the fully self-service shop is one of the things we do sell on the market. Wow, thank you. So, last question, Olesya. What do you think? What are the risks and main issues of implementing these technologies in real life? Well, we are in real life for 5 years, and I'm talking about things that are used extremely widely. There's no risks. There's no... I think the only blocker is that our retail needs to be moving faster. Our retailers need to be evolving. They need to stop chasing the foreign market. They need to start being the leaders of the IT market, at least for retail. Thank you, Olesya. I wish you all the best and tremendous luck. Have a great day. Thank you very much.